Hi, everyone. Welcome to our market update. It's been a second. It's been about 3 weeks or so. But we
Woo!
are back. Yeah. My name is Vinnie. This guy over here.
David Wright, thank you
Different.
for letting me into your house, our iPad, our iPhone 10,000, or whatever you're rolling with right now.
One thing that I thought was kind of intriguing right now, and you can kind of catch us up on this, is interest rates. Uh,
Wow. Well,
yeah,
I
it's
mean,
getting
Vinny,
nuts.
you said it's been 3 weeks. Well, let's look at what's gone in the mortgage market for the last month. In the last month, interest rates have come down on a 30-year fixed 0.77. So we went from average 8% a month ago to now average 7.15, APR 7.25. And that is an amazing amount of drop in a month period. So for
Yeah.
those of you out there who've been sitting around going, I'm going to wait till the rates drop, I'm just going to wait till it goes back to 3%. It's not.
Well, and the
But
interesting thing is we start getting less inventory on the market, right? We had inventory slowly trickle upwards, and we were up to like 3,000 a couple weeks ago, and now we're at. If you see the ticker below, we're under 2,800, right?
wow.
2,794. So inventory is slowly creeping back down, and if it keeps going down, especially when we get to January 1st again, where we usually start seeing more inventory and more of those buyers jump out of the market. And then we're talking about we might see rates get into the 5% again in the summertime, right? We could be seeing pricing go back up when everyone's like, oh, I'm going to wait until prices go back down. Oh,
Right.
you might be waiting just like you waited last year.
Wait a minute. I think, in 2010, Vinny, I think I'm not going to, let's take my time machine back to 2010. There's 7,000, 8,000 houses on the market. I'm not going to buy. I'm going to wait. I'm just going to wait.
Yeah.
I'm
So,
going to wait for the prices to get lower.
yeah.
Oh, wait. Now it's 2015. Oh,
I think one of the probably the best things you can
I'm
do
going
if
to
you're
wait.
looking to purchase. Because there's a threshold, right? And we've talked about this probably for the last like year or so, right? People are more focused on the price point than probably the community. We probably for a little bit of last year we had people kind of more focused on the community more so than the price point, right? But we're seeing that kind of again about the price point, right? That okay, well, this is what I feel comfortable. I can do 700, I can do 750, I can do 800, right? Whatever that number is. You might want to look at pushing your thresholds up to 850, 900 in that ballpark because you get out of the ballpark of where most people are at, and your bang for the buck actually goes up pretty drastically. So that I know it's tough for a lot of you out there because you're paying more than you're probably paying for rent. And it's something just to kind of really look into of seeing that drastic difference of what you're getting when you go up 50,000.
Yeah, I got to say, like, because I didn't finish my time machine analogy. But even if we went back to 2015, everyone that waited in 2010, 2015 only lost out on a couple $100,000 of equity. And now the people in 2015 that waited till 2021 during the pandemic and said, oh, it's too out of control, Vinny. I'm not, everyone's paying over. Yes, I know rates are the lowest they've ever been in recorded history, but I'm going to wait. And now you're presenting another interesting point because rates dropped 0.77% in a month. That's gigantic. And it sucks because we don't want to tell people to buy homes. So you can do whatever you want to do. But Vinny, if by the end of summer, if rates are down in the high fives, that's going to cause a massive problem for everybody that's going to go, what do you mean the house is 100,000 more, 50,000 more than it used to be? And it sucks because we're already listed as one of the most expensive places to live in the US. And unfortunately, our weather's not changing. And all the amenities you have here, like the Padre Stadium, which I know you don't know anything about, Vinny, but that's not important. And all the other great things, the ocean, the desert, you can go to Mexico. All those things are still going to be here. And I hope we don't get to the end of August, Vinny, and me and you are talking, and the rates are let's just say 875. And there's 3,000 houses on the market and everyone's overbidding them again.
Well, the interesting is going to be, and this is something that I mean, we have no crystal ball what's going to happen, but you kind of have thoughts of what can happen, right? You've seen markets in the past where investors are basically driving the pricing up, right? They're buying a property, fixing it up, putting 40K into it, and then selling it for 200, right? So you see those markets right there. The interesting is going to be is if that ADU where you can actually sell the property as a condo.
Touch on that more because we forgot to mention that.
Okay,
we got lots of time.
So there's in California there a law that's supposedly going to go in effect in January, right? Where basically you can, if you have an additional dwelling unit on your property, you can sell it as a condo. Now, San Diego County has to approve it that they're actually going to go forward, but California approved it. So I mean, we'll see. I think San Diego County will approve it. Now, if they approve it, the interesting thing is going to be is if we're going to see investors buy properties that have an additional dwelling unit on it, pay a premium on it, put the HOA or the CC&Rs together for that unit right there, and then sell that additional dwelling unit as a condo, and then sell the house in the front, right? And now what's that going to do? It's basically going to push the price up on properties.
Even higher.
Right? Because now the investor can buy at a higher price.
I'm so glad you said that because it's supposed to make affordable housing by doing this. It's, oh my gosh, did that really just happen?
Oh, that's funny.
Wow. It's supposed to make it, affordable housing come back. And in turn, they're going to make prices even worse because you're now going to be condozation is going to cost the price per square foot to go even higher as people go, hey, I'll buy this all sitting alone cloud condo by itself with its own HOA. And they're going to be paying like $900 a square foot.
Yeah.
Terrible.
So, I mean, when you're talking about, well, I'm going to wait till the market go down. I mean, there's a lot. Anything can happen. Anything could happen. And I mean, all indicators saying that is probably not going to happen. Now, one thing that a lender I talked to brought something up was that individuals have been borrowing more on their credit cards and their HELOCs than they have in the past. And so this lender said that maybe a market correction could be based off of people borrowing so much on their credit cards and their HELOCs that they have to sell their properties. I haven't seen this yet, but maybe. I don't know. What's your thoughts on that?
I got to tell you, we are at the highest credit card usage we've ever had in recorded history, with the highest amount of debt on credit cards we've ever had in recorded history. And the average rates on those things on a low end is 20 and on a high end is 29. So if the interest rate on your card is, let's just say 25 and your balance is 10,000, chances of you paying that down is super hard.
So, I mean,
and there's a lot of people doing it, and it's Christmas time right now. So, I mean, let's get the stats at the end of January, and it's going to really tell you, because you're right, Vinny. It's not going to be the housing market that collapses. It's going to be the financial markets that are going to have issues. And that's even more scarier than the housing market, because the housing market's protected. Financial market's not protected. And if y'all remember when the banks went bad a couple months ago and the FDIC just backstopped and returned everybody's money past the thresholds of 250K and 500K, and they said, we'll just give you all your money back. It's totally cool. Don't worry about it, man. That's a problem. That just makes more risky behavior by banks to try and get profits that they don't have right now because of lack of deposits.
So before we finish it off, we want to give you guys a chance to win some money. I'm going to go with this question real fast. We got a couple seconds. All right. So how much is the most expensive detached property sell in Chula Vista so far this year? It was 6 bedrooms, 9.5 bath, around 7,000 square feet. What's your guess, David?
Ooh. Is it, which part of Chula is it? That's a big question.
Yeah, well, exactly. There's a lot of different areas of Chula.
A lot of different areas of Chula. I'm gonna go with 3.2 million.
See, 2.85. You've been getting a steal right there.
Oh man.
You've been getting.
Hold on, I think I have a disaster going on. Hold on.
All right, and then for everyone listening right there, this is going to be the question for next or now, if you want to try the chance to win. How much did the least expensive detached property sell in Rancho Bernardo so far this year? All you got to do is text myself or David for your chance to win. So, David, the question for this week is how much did the least expensive house sell in Rancho Bernardo so far this year? It's a 3-bedroom, 1-bath, and it sold conventional financing.
Ooh, I'm going to go. Ooh, Rancho Bernardo, 637.
637 is his guess. What's your guess? All right. Text us. Bye, guys.